Room tour 101. Today's video. Let me first show you guys the two lavatories here. One here is for the bathroom where you pee, and another one here is for showering. So let me open up the second the second lavatory, as they call it. So here we have the shower, basically. On above you'll see a huge plate, wherein that's where the water comes in and comes out. And here is the shower head, as we can see. It's hanging right there, and that is my shampoo right here. That is a shampoo and a soap, right? So the hotel that usually has their own towels, so I've used it. I don't use one of mine because I just simply don't want to mess up my my towel. Yeah, so that, it will still be as clean as it goes. Okay, so here is the view outside of the hotel, mate. So as we can see, it's fairly beautiful. Unlike the other rooms I've seen a while ago. I mean, they are all sending random videos on our group chat, and I'm sensing that they are in a slightly dull view. So luckily, I'm very much fortunate to have this type of view. We've got those massive buildings that we've got here, and right, basically everything. Anyways, so here are the curtains. So it's a very well designed curtains, just to black out all of those sun rays that are coming in, so that I could have a good night's sleep, or a good nap without sensing that there's a light outside, or you know what I mean, right? So okay, I usually close out the lights because I just feel like, I think I'm more productive when the lights are closed. So let's open up the lights, shall we? Okay, here we got two beds. Okay, the one here is the one that I'm using, and the other one is for sitting. So here is my laptop, right? So as we can see, it's a dual monitor setup. So let's just give you a quick overview about that. So here we have the laptop. Now the second one here is the second monitor, and I've downloaded an app. It's called Space. Let me just give a quick look of its name. So it's the name is Space Desk. So you just have to download that on the application store, and you also have to install that in your computer as well. So yeah, basically, both of your iPad and the computer must be connected on the same internet. Otherwise, it will not work. Anyways, so I also brought my very own my very own very own electronic kettle. Where since I forgot to brought my water jug, or my personal water for consumption, I just otherwise use the water here. Water from the sink, and boil it down here, so that the water would be purified or whatsoever, to be cleansed, to remove the bacteria by heating them with the kettle. So what else, mate? I've also brought a stash of food here. I purchased them right before coming into this hotel. So here we have, cottons, just for my facial care routine. Let's see. Now we've got eggs, wheat bread, yeah, right, and a Presto cookies for my cheat day. But basically, I eat this every single day, just to fill up my stomach when I become really hungry. You know, because I'm on a calorie deficit and I don't want to overeat. So I decided to just purchase those healthy ones rather than consuming those that are quite unhealthy. So I'm going to do is like I'm going to consume 20% of unhealthy food, which will be labeled as every Saturday and Sunday. Now I've brought one of these, one of my protein powder, and it is labeled as 30 days, which is because I'll be consuming this for over 30 days because the entire course of the taping would cost me around 30 days. So quite long, isn't it? I think 30 days or more. It really depends on the production team if they would let me stay on set. Otherwise, it'll just be a pain. Full. Never mind. Whatever. Okay, so here are the basically these are the things for my facial care and for my mostly for my the essentials of my day-to-day routines. And what else we've got? Okay, I've also brought my own measuring cups just in case I've got to portion out those food that I'm consuming just to not overeat. One, for example, here is the peanut butter. So right here it's labeled as 2 tablespoons per serving. So I usually consume a teaspoon of it, but just to be exact and sure about the nutrients inside of it with that ample amount of serving for me to consume. And also I've also brought a cough syrup because right before I came in here in this hotel I was coughing really badly, and up until this point I think I have loads of mucus built up here on my throat, and I believe it all has to be excreted. But the coughing, I believe, has lessened a bit because of this. Because I've been coughing for over 3 weeks, and I believe it has recovered a little just by drinking some of those medicines that I've purchased, and my mom as well. And my mom and I keeps on drinking a lot of medicine because we're that desperate to cure our cough right away. We won't want that to level up as a COVID, you know what I mean? Because COVID-19 comes from the symptoms of coughing, and we would want that to resort into that kind of matter. So we just kept on drinking loads of medicine, and I don't know if we both are overdosed about those with that medicines. Anyways, that is really it. So what else to say? Okay. Yes, I also forgot to mention I brought my personal scale. Here is the scale. Yeah, my body scale. Basically, I use that every week just to measure up the progress of my body, because I am cutting my weight down to 210 from 220 pounds. Yeah, and decided to just simply stay on that staying to that weight, like maintaining that weight and not exceed on it, and build some muscles, cut down those fat, replace those into muscles. And here we have the entire luggage that I've brought, quite a few though, but I've managed to, it isn't really few, it's quite a lot to be honest, but I've managed to compress them all on this small-handed luggage, I believe. And I brought the book of 1 Month to Live. I'm reading this every single day just to brighten up my mood. It's about God. And basically, if you read this, you'll little by little you'll enjoy your life. And it is stated here is that what if you have 1 month to live? You have 30 days exactly until you die. You know, it'll really open up your heart, your mind. You know, it'll also draw you to God, the Almighty. Anyways, okay. So what else to see? Look at those stack of water bottles there. Basically, these water bottles came from the hotel themselves. They brought it together with the food. We have 3 portions. I mean, 3 meals a day. The hotel brought us 3 meals a day with water for free. 3 days a day of meal. And what else? And look, okay, if we have a bigger scale, right? Bigger scale, we also have a smaller one. So the smaller one goes out like this. Okay, here is for the food proportions, just to even out the proportion, though I also have the measuring cup. But it's better to have both, just in case. Anyway, right. Yeah, coffee, it's very essential for me. Drink coffee every single day, just to brighten up my mood, or even I drink coffee at night, just to be progressive at work. Oh god, I got 15 minutes more. I got like, I don't know how many minutes more, 3 minutes more to complete everything, basically, to complete the house tour. Let's see what else we've got. Yes, we've got this bag, and do you know what that bag is? It's actually a weight of water. And here we have, yes, the water bottle. Let me pause that video. So here it is, the water jug that is shaped like a dumbbell, and I'm using this. I use this for my workout. You know, right after doing push-ups, I immediately for my second body exercise, I'll use this for, let's say, bicep workout, shoulders workout, or even squats. The best thing to do for me is to put it on the bag, just to sort of work out two hands simultaneously at the same time. But yeah, the problem here is that the upper part of the bottle, the water bottle, has been shattered. I mean, like 2 weeks ago, the bottle was empty, and accidentally I sort of I don't know how do you say that in English. Anyways, it fell. I accidentally bang on it, and boom, fell on the floor, shattered the upper part of it. Okay. So that is really it, honestly. I've got television, right? But I don't use this quite often because it's really not my thing anymore. And yes, here is the innovative type of hanging device, whatever. Belt, we've got belts, whatever. Okay. Now, if you want to wash your clothes, then lucky you. We've got here our very own what's that? Banambay hanging. What's that? I don't know what that is in English, but basically that's what you see and that's what you get. And that is all. Look at that vanity kit that I have. You know, this kit is for like my personal grooming and whatsoever. That is it, really. That's everything, to be honest. Yeah. And that is all. Thank you so much for watching, mates. That is 15 minutes, I believe. No, 14 and a half. Okay, now that is all, mates. Goodbye and good morning.